The vastness of the cosmos is not only humbling, but almost overwhelmingly quiet. For all our scientific instruments trained keenly on the skies, seeking signs of life beyond our world, what we encounter is profound silence. This emptiness, often called the cosmic or Fermi paradox, confronts us with a puzzling contradiction. The universe's size and the endless stars and planets we discover imply that life, intelligent, advanced life, should be everywhere. Yet the universe remains eerily silent. The paradox begins with an understanding of scale. Consider the billions of galaxies, each containing billions more stars. Each star is likely to host planetary systems, many with planets comfortably nestled in habitable zones where life could arise. The astronomer Frank Drake formulated this understanding into a mathematical framework, the Drake equation, that attempts to estimate the number of communicative civilizations in our galaxy. This equation breaks down the problem into manageable components: the rate of star formation, the fraction of stars with planets, the fraction of those planets that could support life, and so forth. Despite uncertainties in many variables, the consensus among scientists is that the probability of numerous intelligent civilizations should be high. Yet we hear no signals, observe no spacecraft, and find no artifacts that unmistakably indicate others are out there. This leaves us to wonder, where is everybody? One explanation lies in what has come to be called the Great Filter. This theory proposes that somewhere along the evolution of intelligent life, there is a highly improbable step, a barrier that most life forms fail to overcome. This filter may lie in our distant past, such as the initial emergence of life from non-living chemistry, a miraculous and rare event. Or it could lie ahead in our future, as we face existential threats that could end our civilization before it reaches maturity in the cosmos. As you lie comfortably, let your thoughts gently explore this silence and the wonder it contains. Imagine the countless worlds where life flares briefly and then fades, or where intelligence never rises beyond simple beginnings. Let the cosmos's quiet calm soothe your mind as you ponder these vast possibilities. Allow yourself to sink deeper with each breath, held in the arms of a universe that is at once empty and teeming with potential. Your thoughts are like stars, flickering gently in the velvet night. As you drift onward, consider how fragile and rare life is, and how special this moment of awareness truly becomes in the silence of space. The peace of this mystery now invites you to rest. Breathe slowly, release tension, and surrender to the quiet vastness surrounding you. Tonight, as the cosmos hums softly beyond the veil of sleep, let go and fall gently into dreams. In the quiet folds of history, scattered across continents and desert plains, lie silent testaments to a mystery that has puzzled scholars, scientists, and dreamers alike. Monuments whose construction seems to transcend the capabilities of their time. From the soaring pyramids of Egypt to the enigmatic stone platforms of Puma Punku, these ancient architectural wonders whisper secrets that some believe are messages left by celestial architects, visitors from the stars, who gently nudged humanity's evolution. Imagine standing at the base of the Great Pyramid of Giza as the sun sets beyond the Nile, casting long golden shadows. Though centuries have passed, the precision and scale of this monument still defy easy explanation. Each limestone block, carved with extraordinary accuracy and perfectly aligned with the cardinal points, speaks of unparalleled skill. How did ancient hands with only primitive tools assemble such a marvel with meticulous geometric precision? Some suggest the answer lies beyond human ingenuity. Far from the sands of Egypt, in the high plains of Bolivia, the vast complex of Puma Punku reveals another enigma. Massive stone blocks, some weighing over 100 tons, fit together as if shaped by advanced technology, smooth and seamless. These stones lie in a pattern too exact and finely crafted to be dismissed as mere coincidence or primitive craftsmanship alone. Were these stones placed with the help of extraterrestrial tools? Could they be remnants of a collaboration between Earth's earliest inhabitants and otherworldly mentors? Petroglyphs etched into rock walls across multiple continents feature figures resembling beings in helmets or suits, their shapes curiously distinct from ancient human depictions, from Algeria to Australia's outback. These images echo the possibility of humans gazing upward, capturing fleeting glimpses of star visitors whose presence was both revered and recorded. Consider also the myths that echo through time. The Anunnaki of Sumerian texts, portrayed as gods descending from the heavens to shape mankind. These stories may well encode truths from a distant past, when cosmic visitors shaped human civilizations with knowledge and technology far beyond the ken of early mortals. What if these myths, holy to some and fantastical to others, are rooted in memories of actual contact with advanced beings? Beyond oral traditions and ruins, the mysterious Nazca Line sprawling across the Peruvian desert form vast patterns visible only from the sky. The designs of hummingbirds, spiders, and geometric shapes painted in giant scale. Many believe these were not intended for human eyes alone, but as guides or signals for those who visited from above. As you listen, imagine drifting slowly above these ancient sites, feeling the warm air of deserts, the cool mountain breezes, and the sacred silence surrounding these legacies. Feel connected to a lineage that stretches trillions of miles into space and thousands of years into time. A lineage perhaps seeded or nurtured by cosmic hands. Let the mystery soothe you, a gentle current carrying your thoughts farther from daily worries and closer to the stars as your breath deepens and slows. Imagine the vast sky folding softly, wrapping each wonder in quiet reverence. These ancient traces form a cosmic lullaby, timeless and serene, inviting your mind on a journey not just across Earth, but across the endless possibilities etched in stone, echoes of visitors who once walked this world and came from the great beyond. Breathe with the rhythm of ancient stones and distant stars. Let your body relax. Your mind can now wander undisturbed, cradled within the immense, peaceful echo of the silent architect's legacy. Across the planet, ancient monuments stand as silent witnesses to civilizations whose technology often seems to surpass that which we credit them for. These great works of stone and metal have sparked one of the most compelling alien theories, that our ancestors were aided by visitors from the stars who imparted advanced technological knowledge lost to time. Consider the Egyptian pyramids, constructed over 4,500 years ago. Massive stone blocks quarried, transported, and perfectly fitted together with painstaking precision. The Great Pyramid alone contains an estimated 2.3 million blocks, some weighing up to 80 tons. Modern science marvels at the engineering feat achieved without cranes, trucks, or modern tools. Some theorists suggest that the builders possessed technology beyond their era, perhaps handed down by extraterrestrial mentors who viewed Earth as a project of gentle guidance. Across the Pacific, the Moai statues of Easter Island tower silently. Carved from volcanic stone, these gigantic heads project enigmatic expressions that hint at ancient wisdom reaching beyond human understanding. Transporting these massive figures across rugged terrain puzzles many historians, leading to speculation about unidentified technologies or energies once accessible to those who crafted them. High atop the mountains of Lebanon lies Baalbek stones, colossal monoliths weighing hundreds of tons placed with such exact alignment that modern cranes would struggle to reproduce the feat. Rumors of anti-gravity devices, energy harnessing methods, or celestial construction teams abound, each one fueling the dream that Earth's distant past touched the cosmos directly. Even smaller relics whisper secrets. The so-called Saqqara bird in Egypt, a wooden artifact shaped like a gliding bird, has provoked debate about whether it depicts early knowledge of aerodynamics, knowledge potentially gifted by extraterrestrial guests. Similarly, the Quimbaya artifacts from Colombia, small golden pieces resembling aircraft, suggest that ancient craftsmen may have encoded visions or direct observations of flying machines of unknown origin. Petroglyphs and cave art across the world also hint at cosmic contact figures with rounded helmets, strange beings towering with glowing staffs, or geometric shapes resembling star maps. Many tribal cultures hold oral traditions of star people. Their stories pass through generations as sacred knowledge. These narratives suggest ancient alliances and visits that guided humanity's early steps with quiet wisdom. Beyond geological and artistic evidence is the enduring mystery of the Nazca lines in Peru, massive ground drawings best visible from the sky. Their purpose remains uncertain, yet their magnitude and precision suggest a design meant for aerial recognition, a signal or tribute aimed at distant watchers. Imagine wandering these ancient sites under a still night sky whose countless stars once witnessed these creations. Picture the hands that shaped each stone, guided perhaps by knowledge not our own, senescent wisdom flowing from the depths of space. As you breathe slowly and sink deeper into calmness, feel the silent hum of ancient technology merging with the slow turning of time. Let yourself drift amid the shadowy echoes of civilizations both human and cosmic. Let the wonder unfold gently, the mysteries knitting a warm blanket of curiosity and peace around your thoughts. Now relax into the deep, soothing embrace of history and stars, allowing your mind to softly wander toward dreams shaped by the union of Earth's ancient genius and universal enigma. Journey now deeper into the realm of ancient alien artifacts, objects whose origins defy conventional understanding and whose presence invites deep reflection on our ancestors' contacts beyond Earth. Across the globe, countless relics bear witness to technologies and designs seemingly at odds with the timelines and tools attributed to early civilizations. In various corners of the world, small, enigmatic objects have emerged that challenge our grasp on history. For example, the so-called out-of-place artifacts include metallic fragments, intricate mechanical devices, and carved stones found in archaeological layers far predating the technological era needed to create them. These relics raise fascinating questions. Were they remnants of lost ancient alien technologies, left behind intentionally or accidentally? Consider the 3,000-year-old Antikythera mechanism, often described as one of the earliest known analog computers capable of predicting astronomical positions and eclipses with astonishing accuracy. Its complexity baffled historians for decades. How could such advanced instrumentation exist thousands of years ago without an apparent technological continuum? Some propose extraterrestrial influence as a plausible cause of such technology appearing in an unexpectedly ancient context. Even more mysterious are the tungsten cubes found deep within coal deposits that date back 300 million years, long before the age of humans. Their perfectly shaped geometric form, far too precise to be natural, suggest manufacture by intelligent hands, and yet their discovery predates industrial metallurgy, as we understand it. Mesoamerican cultures provide further intrigue with artifacts like the Drapa stones, circular stone discs inscribed with unique grooved patterns, alleged to contain pictograms of extraterrestrial origin. The authenticity and interpretation of such stones remain debated. However, they symbolize the compelling intersection of myth, history, and otherworldly speculation. Across the desert landscape of Iraq, the ancient Sumerian civilization's tablets describe sky gods known as the Anunnaki, who descended from the heavens, teaching humans various sciences and crafts. Such texts are often cited as potential evidence of direct interaction or genetic intervention from alien beings, suggesting humanity is part of a cosmic experiment rather than an accidental emergence. Away from Earth, the moon carries possibilities of alien artifacts too. Theories abound about unusual geometric shapes visible in crescent moon imagery, sparking conjecture about ancient alien bases or ships left in Earth's closest celestial neighbor. Beyond grand monuments and mysterious artifacts lies the profound question of whether extraterrestrial beings once walked among early humans, shaping history directly and leaving impressions that resonate through mythology, religion, and culture. Ancient astronaut theorists suggest that many of the gods, angels, and celestial beings described in religious texts were not supernatural deities, but biologically real visitors from distant stars who appeared in the skies and on Earth. These entities were revered as gods because their technology and abilities exceeded the limited understanding of early humans, cloaked in aura and mystery. Visualize the figures carved into caves and temples, the rounded helmets, elongated limbs, ornate staffs, and radiant auras, echoing descriptions of beings dressed not in robes alone, but in suits tailored for environments beyond Earth's atmosphere. Across continents, from Mongolia's petroglyphs, Australia's Wandjina paintings, to the Sumerian clay tablets, recurring motifs depict similarly otherworldly beings. The Epic of Gilgamesh and Hindu Vedic texts narrate stories of divine beings who imparted great wisdom, advanced sciences, and agricultural techniques, guiding civilizations' transition from chaos to order. Could these ancient texts be encoded memories of alien mentors fostering humanity's growth? Consider the Book of Ezekiel, often interpreted through a religious lens, which describes a wheel within a wheel descending from the sky in flames and smoke. For some, this is a metaphor steeped in spiritual meaning. For others, a vivid eyewitness account of an extraterrestrial craft. Such passages invite a reinterpretation of sacred stories through the lens of cosmic visitors. The theory suggests these visitors did not conquer or enslave, but shared knowledge cautiously, maintaining a delicate balance, advancing technology, medicine, and knowledge, while preserving humanity's autonomy to evolve independently. Imagine the ripple effect of their presence in early societies. Architects inspired to build grand temples aligning with stars, shamans initiating rituals to communicate with these beings, early astronomers entrusted with cosmic secrets. As you let these narratives flow gently through your mind, imagine standing in ancient streets where these encounters once took place. The soft hum of conversations with beings not of Earth, the flicker of torchlight casting shadows on walls adorned with otherworldly images. Feel the timeless connection, a bridge stretched between distant stars and earthy origins, inviting contemplation without urgency or fear. Allow the thought of having been part of a universe shared with cosmic travelers to warm your spirit as you sink deeper into relaxation. Breath steadily, each exhale releasing worldly tension, each inhale drawing in cosmic wonder. Tonight, these ancient visitors inspire not dread, but serene curiosity, guiding your mind softly toward the edges of restful sleep. Our ancestors sought to explain the vast sky, the mysteries of nature, and the origins of life through stories laden with symbolism and wonder. Across the world, the myths and legends passed down through generations share striking similarities. Gods descending from the heavens, celestial battles, miraculous technologies, and gifts of knowledge delivered from above. Some researchers propose these myths may be more than allegory or poetry. They may be fragmented chronicles of real encounters with extraterrestrial visitors, translated into the language of ancient culture and imagination. Consider Greek mythology, where stories of sky gods like Uranus and Titan symbolize cosmic forces. Some theorists interpret these celestial beings as metaphors or misremembered accounts of alien entities interacting with early humans. Tales of invisibility, cloaking, or shape-shifting might symbolize advanced technologies beyond comprehension at the time. In Hindu epics, the Ramayana speaks of Vimanas, flying chariots or vehicles capable of traversing air and space, described with detail that rivals modern aerospace engineering. These vehicles carried gods and warriors, their swiftness and versatility inspiring awe and reverence. The Book of Invasions from ancient Ireland narrates the arrival of the Tuatha De Danann, beings cloaked in dark clouds who brought both light and darkness, their coming marked by awe-inspiring celestial phenomena. Some interpret these as allegorical, but also see echoes of alien arrival stories. Indigenous cultures in Australia paint Wandjina spirits, beings in enormous helmets with glowing eyes. These paintings, tens of thousands of years old, evoke image parallels to what might be protective suits worn by visitors from another world. The Hopi and Zuni tribes speak of star people, who taught rites, agriculture, and governance. Their arrival is celebrated in sacred ceremonies, memories passed orally with both fear and gratitude. Medieval European art surprisingly depicts shapes reminiscent of flying objects. Paintings like Madonna con Bambino e San Giovannino include oval, glowing forms amidst religious scenes. While experts attribute these to symbolic, radiant clouds, some speculate they preserve faint traces of ancient UFO sightings reinterpreted through Christian iconography. Viewing these stories through the lens of alien visitation blends history, science fiction, and spiritual mystery into a rich tapestry. The gods of old may have been visitors who inspired fear, wonder, and profound change, their knowledge seeding humanity's leap toward civilization. The sheer scale and precision of some of Earth's most breathtaking ancient constructions stretch the boundaries of human imagination and prompt a curious question. Did hands from the stars help shape these monumental wonders? Imagine the Great Pyramid, the only one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world still standing today. This colossal edifice required the movement of millions of limestone blocks, each weighing several tons, perfectly positioned to create an architectural marvel that aligns so precisely with the cardinal points and celestial bodies that it echoes the cosmos itself. Traditional history credits centuries of human ingenuity, relentless labor, and organized workforce. Yet the precision and sophisticated knowledge needed to carve and position each block raises questions that still echo through the chambers of archaeology. Traveling far across oceans and continents, the mysterious Moai of Easter Island evoke a sense of divine purpose. These towering stone heads, some over 30 feet tall and weighing many tons, sit perched on ceremonial platforms, gazing out across the Pacific Ocean. How were such massive statues transported across the island? Local legend attributes their movement to ancestral spiritual power, while modern speculation includes unknown technologies now lost in time. Venturing to the ancient city of Baalbek in Lebanon, one stumbles upon the Trilithon, 3 colossal limestone blocks, each weighing close to 800 tons and fitted so perfectly that even a blade of grass cannot slide between them. Modern engineering continues to debate how such massive stones were quarried, transported, and assembled without the aid of modern machinery. Could ancient civilizations have been guided by extraterrestrial technology, or even helped directly by beings from beyond the stars? In Peru's Nazca Desert, massive geoglyphs etched into the earth paint shapes of hummingbirds, monkeys, and spiders. These lines, some stretching for miles, are only fully visible from the sky, hinting at an aerial audience for these plotted designs. Theories swirl. Were these runways for ancient spacecraft, messages to distant watchers, or ritual pathways designed to connect Earth with the cosmic? Meanwhile, in Mexico, the enigmatic Toltec city of Teotihuacan opens its doors to speculation. the vast avenue of the dead flanked by pyramids named the sun and the moon may have been centers of alien contact, their alignment with celestial events too precise to dismiss. Some believe these were places where ancient humans and their cosmic visitors met to exchange knowledge and culture. Each of these sites represents a mystery of scale, design, and purpose. The suggestion that extraterrestrial intervention could have aided their creation opens an enthralling but often controversial window onto our past. The triumph of ancient megalithic structures is not only in their scale or beauty, but in the mystery of their construction. These monumental stoneworks captivate us not merely as relics frozen in time, but as enigmas whose secrets taunt modern understanding, igniting theories of alien guidance in technology and knowledge. Picture a landscape scattered with enormous stones, some weighing hundreds of tons, destined to become part of enduring temples, tombs, and ceremonial platforms. How did ancient civilizations accomplish this without cranes, trucks, or engineered machinery? Scholars propose a mix of ingenious human labor involving timber rollers, sleds, counterweights, and ramps powered by thousands of hands and feet. Some have speculated water canals and flotation techniques aided transportation, while others focus on leverage and primitive but effective engineering principles. Yet questions remain. The precision of the stone cuts, their perfect fit without mortar, and the sheer force required to position them with millimeter accuracy suggest more than brute strength and patience. Could these civilizations have possessed knowledge of energy manipulation, anti-gravity, or tools gifted by cosmic visitors? At Baalbek, the three gigantic trilithon stones weigh roughly 800 tons each, equivalent to over 1,000 average cars. Modern machinery finds such movement and placement daunting, yet ancient builders achieved feats that continue to confound engineers. Some theorists propose that the builders tapped into knowledge long lost or secret sciences shared by extraterrestrial visitors. This knowledge could have included advanced metallurgy, energy-based cutting tools, or unknown levitation techniques, enabling the almost effortless manipulation of stone. Across the ocean, the Easter Island Moai were transported over uneven volcanic terrain, some hypothesizing that ritual dances or chants harmonized with geomagnetic fields provided the necessary energy to help move these statues, while others suggest gravity-defying technology once in use. In Göbekli Tepe, one of the world's oldest known religious sites, massive stone pillars over 20 feet tall were carved and arranged with symbolic precision before the age of written history. Could its creators have been inspired or aided by knowledge from the stars, preserving ancient wisdom encoded in stone? The mysterious, unfinished obelisk in Egypt, found still attached to bedrock, shows evidence of meticulous quarrying using chisels and wooden wedges. But the plan for its movement remains a mystery. The question of how massive megalithic structures were built has fascinated and perplexed many, driving the search for answers deeper into the dusty annals of history and sometimes out into the speculative realms of alien intervention. Archaeological evidence shows that ancient cultures developed surprisingly effective methods for quarrying, transporting, and erecting enormous stones. Techniques included the use of wooden sledges dragged over lubricated paths, clever use of counterweights, earthen ramps constructed to leverage gravity, and ropes made from plant fibers or animal hides strong enough to pull massive loads. Visualize ancient laborers meticulously carving limestone with bronze tools, setting each precisely shaped block onto rollers or sledges. They floated these blocks on rafts along canals, moving them smoothly to construction sites. At hillier terrains, counterweights made of sand or smaller stones assisted in inching heavier stones uphill. Over years, sometimes centuries, these techniques, accompanied by tremendous organization and human spirit, assembled marvels like Stonehenge, the pyramids, and temples of Baalbek. Yet, even with this remarkable ingenuity, the precision and sheer weight present challenges to conventional theories. Some slabs measured in the tens or hundreds of tons were fitted with astonishing exactness, so precise that modern laser-guided equipment would envy it. This has led to alternative hypotheses. Certainly, the notion of extraterrestrial technology helping in construction enchants the imagination. Energy fields, anti-gravity devices, or sound waves resonating at specific frequencies to levitate stones. Could builders tap into secret sciences gifted by cosmic mentors to erect monuments perfectly aligned with celestial bodies? Scientific experiments on moving heavy stone support some traditional methods, but often highlight the limits of ancient technology under known constraints. For example, experiments show that wooden rollers are ineffective on uneven surfaces like those purely natural landscapes where these monuments stand, signifying that ancient builders may have possessed unique approaches partially forgotten today. Could these unique ancient construction methods represent a lost knowledge either gifted by visitors or developed independently in a way modern science struggles to recognize? The marvel of ancient megalithic structures continues to inspire awe, not only because of their scale, but due to the ingenious methods developed to create them. These ancient engineers exhibited exceptional creativity, overcoming natural and technical challenges without modern machinery. Many historians agree that moving and placing giant stones required complex, well-organized labor, and techniques carefully attuned to available resources and terrain. One pioneering method involved building inclined earthen ramps to haul stones vertically. Workers would drag massive blocks up these ramps using ropes, wooden sledges, and lubricants such as water or oil to reduce friction. Another fascinating technique was the use of counterweights. By constructing a hillside or an elevated platform, smaller stones or sandbags were strategically dropped to pull the heavy stones in the opposite direction, allowing for a controlled, gradual ascent against gravity. Recent experimental archaeology has demonstrated how ancient laborers might have floated heavy stones along canals on rafts, bypassing difficult land transport. By sinking the raft with small stones near the destination, then removing ballast, the larger stones could be set precisely on shore without damage. Carving and shaping stones required extraordinary dedication and precision, despite rudimentary tools. Hard stone chisels and wooden wedges, combined with techniques like fire curing, heating stones to immense temperatures before quenching them with water to cause fracturing, allowed sculptors to break massive blocks into manageable shapes. Sand abrasion further helped smooth surfaces to millimetric accuracy. The architectural sophistication reflected in megalithic construction extended beyond physical methods. Alignment with celestial bodies required advanced understanding of astronomy and geometry. Positions of temples and stones often correspond with solstices, equinoxes, or star rise points, embedding a cosmic significance that guided structural orientation. It is possible that some ancient cultures possessed lost knowledge, whether developed independently or influenced by an ancient cosmic presence, allowing them to perform seemingly impossible feats without modern tools. This orchestrated blend of brute strength, intellect, astronomical insight, and perhaps arcane techniques speaks to humanity's resilience and the potential interactions with cosmic wisdom. As you relax deeper, envision the rhythmic harmony of ancient work crews tapping out a slow chant, muscles and minds focused in unison on a colossal shared task that shapes history itself. Feel the pulse of steady progress echoing through time, each heavy stone lowered with purpose, each polished surface reflecting not just sunlight, but the endless mystery of human achievement. Your breath deepens in sync with this reverberation of effort and wonder, feeling both grounded in the past and lifted toward the dreams that weave through space and time. the legacy of ancient engineering is a testament to spirit and possibility, a timeless invitation to imagine beyond the known world, across distant lands and epochs. Ancient architects wove the heavens into the very foundations of their greatest creations. Stonehenge, Machu Picchu, the pyramids of Giza, and many other sacred sites resonate with celestial precision, their alignments whispering the intimate knowledge early civilizations held of sun, moon, stars, and planets. Picture Stonehenge on Salisbury Plain, England. Rough-hewn sarsen stones, forming circles and arcs that mark the solstices. For thousands of years, these stones cast shadows and frames through which sunlight pierces at dawn on the longest and shortest days of the year, timekeepers of life's seasonal dance. This sophisticated calendar required centuries of patient observation and an understanding of the Earth's rhythms tied to the heavens. Journeying to the Nile Valley. The pyramids pay silent homage to cosmic order. The Great Pyramid's nearly perfect alignment to true north holds clues to ancient Egyptians' use of star navigation, likely referencing the star Thuban in Draco, a guiding point in the night sky 4,500 years ago. Such orientation reaffirms the sacred link between terrestrial power and celestial majesty, balancing faith and astronomy. In the jungles of the Yucatan, the Maya constructed El Castillo at Chichen Itza, a pyramid that transforms during equinox sunrises into a serpent descending, a spectacle that connects the architectural form with myth and cosmic cycles. This alignment celebrates Kukulkan, the feathered serpent god, linking the movements of the heavens with religious ritual and royal authority. Ancient Europeans also crafted structures like Newgrange in Ireland, a passage tomb older than Stonehenge, its inner chamber flooded with golden light at winter solstice dawn, symbolizing rebirth and renewal. This architectural marvel required precise calculation and celestial knowledge long before written history. Throughout Asia, imperial observatories and temples showcase rich traditions of linking earthly governance to the cosmos. In China, the emperor was the son of heaven, charged with maintaining harmony between earth and sky. Celestial bodies guided calendrical decisions and political legitimacy, embedding the sacred within the material. This universal pattern of aligning monuments with celestial events suggests a deep human yearning to understand and mirror the cosmos, transforming stone and earth into instruments interpreting time and destiny. Ancient observers grasped the significance of solstices, equinoxes, lunar standstills, and planetary cycles. Their structures acted as observational tools, ritual centers, and expressions of cosmic unity, bridging humanity's terrestrial origins with the infinite night above. Across continents and cultures, humans have always sought to understand the cosmos, tracking the sun, moon, and stars in a continual quest to comprehend the cycles that govern time, seasons, and life itself. To this end, many ancient civilizations constructed specialized observatories, precision instruments in stone, where priests, astronomers, and rulers turned their gaze skyward. In China, the Dengfeng Shadows Measuring Platform, built during the Yuan dynasty in 1279, stands as a testament to systematic celestial observation. This stone platform was designed to measure the sun's shadow with exquisite precision, breaking the year into seasonal sections critical for agriculture and ritual. Nearby, ancient observatories at Luoyang and Nanjing complemented this effort, creating a network of sky-watching sites maintained diligently over centuries. Mesoamerica offers remarkable examples as well. The Mayan observatories at Uxmal and Chichen Itza form architectural marvels designed to mark solstices, equinoxes, and planetary movements. The Pyramid of Kukulkan, or El Castillo, exemplifies astronomical precision, where staircases correspond numerically to days in a solar year, and shadow plays create the illusion of a serpent descending at equinox. Half a world away, the Cheomsongdae in Korea, built in the 7th century, is one of Asia's oldest astronomical observatories. Its cylindrical shape and carefully placed windows allowed observers to track stars' movements, reflecting a sophisticated understanding of celestial mechanics. Europe's Neolithic ancestors raised the stones of Stonehenge and Newgrange not solely as monuments, but as grand observatories facilitating early astronomy. Stonehenge's alignment with solstices marks the passage of time, while Newgrange's winter solstice illumination symbolizes rebirth and cosmic cycles. Even lesser-known sites in Armenia, Malta, and Turkey reveal ancient peoples' universal fascination with the heavens, constructing devices that combined engineering audacity with spiritual symbolism. These observatories were places of power, spaces where earthly and heavenly forces converged through ritual and observation. Imagine ancient astronomers poised with primitive instruments, heartbeats syncing with the slow arc of the stars, intuition sharpening into knowledge. Picture nights spent deciphering the celestial code, recording the heavens script carved into stone for posterity. Their work connected them to universal rhythms and ensured societal harmony in agricultural cycles, religious ceremonies, and leadership legitimacy, tying the fates of people tightly to the dance of the stars. The Silent Watchers, the enigma of unidentified aerial phenomena in antiquity, long before modern technology and radar. Accounts and depictions of strange lights, flying objects, and ethereal beings fascinated ancient witnesses across the globe. These reports, often preserved as myths, legends, or art, suggest a timeless human encounter with unidentified aerial phenomena that might have inspired our earliest ideas of the cosmos and divine intervention. In ancient texts from Mesopotamia, Egypt, and Greece, luminous or fiery chariots streak across the skies, glowing orbs hover mysteriously, and gods descend amidst thunder and lightning. These descriptions bear resemblance to modern witness testimonies about unidentified flying objects, hinting at a continuous thread of cosmic interaction throughout human history. Rock paintings in Australia and caves in Europe illustrate disc-shaped figures, often accompanied by humanoid forms, in what some interpret as protective suits or helmets. They seem to witness or engage with these visitors, enigmatic watchers from above, whose true nature remains elusive. Ancient Chinese chronicles describe fire dragons that traverse the sky, associated both with destruction and celestial power. Similarly, Aztec codices portray flying creatures and objects that defy earthly explanation, influencing rituals and societal fears. Could these ancient reports reflect genuine interactions with advanced visitors? Or do they symbolize human attempts to understand natural but awe-inspiring phenomena? Some alien theories propose these accounts are memories of encounters with extraterrestrials whose technology was perceived as divine. Consider the possibility that ancient civilizations recorded these phenomena carefully, blending fact and myth, leaving us cryptic clues to decipher across the centuries. As you relax, imagine being an observer thousands of years ago, eyes lifted toward the night, mind filled with wonder and awe, recording the passing mystery of lights enigmatic and beautiful, imbued with meanings still waiting to be uncovered. History occasionally reveals glimpses of civilizations that possess technological skills profoundly ahead of their time, skills that seem to vanish mysteriously along with the grand cultures that wielded them. The evidence is scattered yet compelling, sparking endless curiosity about forgotten knowledge or possible extraterrestrial transmissions. One of the most famous examples is the Antikythera mechanism, discovered in a Roman shipwreck off a Greek island in 1901. This ancient device, more than 2,200 years old, astonished scientists with its intricate assembly of bronze gears, effectively making it the first known analog computer. The mechanism was capable of predicting celestial movements, eclipses, and calendar cycles with extraordinary precision, far beyond what was thought possible for the era. Its existence suggests that Hellenistic engineers had deeply sophisticated astronomical understanding, combining Babylonian, Greek, and Platonic sciences. Meanwhile, artifacts discovered within the Baghdad Battery have raised speculation about early electrical knowledge. Dating back around 2,000 years, the battery-like jars hint at a possible rudimentary galvanic cell. If these jars were indeed used for generating electric currents, they represent technology unknown to official histories until millennia later. Roman concrete is another enduring marvel. Some structures built over 2,000 years ago, such as the Pantheon, remain intact, their composition more resilient than most modern concretes. Recent studies suggest that the Romans used volcanic ash, combined with seawater, creating chemical reactions strengthening the concrete with time. Understanding and replication of this recipe eluded engineers for centuries. The Nazca lines in Peru aren't technology per se, but their precise construction and preservation raise questions about ancient surveying and earth-moving techniques lost to modern ethnography. Far beneath the layers of time on submerged coasts, underwater ruins suggest advanced urban planning complete with wells, roads, and fortifications, all long predating known civilizations. Recent dating technologies point to settlements up to 10,000 years old, hinting at unknown epochs of human advancement. Each of these discoveries challenges prevailing narratives about the linear progression of technology, hinting at episodes where human innovation briefly surged forward, whether by indigenous genius or cosmic inspiration. Imagine the craftspeople and engineers who mastered complex gearworks, created durable building materials, and perhaps harnessed unseen energies. Picture workshops where ideas far beyond their time were born, flourishing briefly before fading into mystery. From the ancient pyramids lining the desert sands to the subterranean temples carved deep beneath mountain peaks, human history is marked by a series of engineering triumphs that continue to astonish modern scholars and engineers. These feats not only demonstrate the incredible capabilities of ancient builders, but also pave the way for intriguing speculation about knowledge that might stem from lost wisdom or cosmic influence. The pyramids of Giza remain a cornerstone of these marvels. Raised over 4,500 years ago, these colossal tombs exhibit a level of precision and grandeur unmatched elsewhere. Their construction demanded not only erecting massive stone blocks, but aligning with such astronomical exactness that the Great Pyramid is oriented almost perfectly with true north. This required knowledge of complex geometry, astronomy, and engineering principles that surpass expectations for an ancient society. Moving to Greece, the Parthenon stands as an exemplar of classical architectural finesse. Built between 447 and 432 BCE, this temple dedicated to Athena incorporates optical refinements, like in Tassus, a subtle curvature in columns, to counteract visual distortion, showcasing an advanced understanding of aesthetics and physics. Its structural elements reflect keen awareness of balance and load distribution, ensuring lasting stability. The Great Wall of China, spanning over 13,000 miles, is more than a military fortification. Its construction involved extensive planning across varied terrains and incorporated watchtowers, signaling systems, and fortresses. The use of tamped earth, brick, and stone reveals resourceful use of available materials and remarkable adaptability to environmental challenges. This gargantuan project required mobilizing vast resources and coordinating labor over centuries, a testament to enduring ingenuity. Meanwhile, the Roman Colosseum stands as an architectural and social spectacle, capable of seating tens of thousands. Built predominantly from concrete and travertine between 72 and 80 CE, it employs complex systems of vaults and arches for structural integrity and crowd management. The amphitheater's innovative designs anticipated modern stadium engineering in several respects. The subterranean church of St. George at Lalibela in Ethiopia is a marvel carved from solid rock, a feat demanding extraordinary surveying precision and engineering skill to maintain structural integrity while tunneling deep into the earth. The interconnected network of tunnels and drainage showcases early mastery of hydrology and urban planning. In South America, the terraces of Machu Picchu exemplify remarkable earthworks engineering, adapted to steep mountain landscapes. The Incas created sophisticated irrigation systems and soil stabilization techniques that maintained agricultural productivity and structural stability over centuries. Each of these examples showcases a unique blend of scientific insight, artistic expression, and pragmatic problem solving. They hint at civilizations capable of complex design, precise calculations, and large-scale coordination, capabilities that remain inspirational and enigmatic. In the epochs before modern technology, human societies around the world devised advanced water management systems critical for sustaining agriculture, supporting dense populations, and nurturing vibrant cultures in challenging landscapes. These hydraulic marvels reveal a deep understanding of nature's rhythms and an ability to manipulate water with subtlety and power. Along the fertile banks of the Nile River, the ancient Egyptians crafted one of the earliest known hydraulic infrastructures, dating back around 4,500 years. These innovations included intricate canals, dams, reservoirs, and basins, organized to regulate and optimize the annual flood cycle, a natural force both destructive and life-giving. This control over the Nile's waters ensured predictable irrigation, allowing crops to flourish and civilization to prosper in harmony with nature's pulse. Far to the west, the Nabatean people of Petra in Jordan transformed their arid surroundings into vibrant urban centers through mastery of water capture and distribution. Ingeniously designed dams intercepted flash floods, channeling runoff into large cisterns. Covered canals reduced evaporation, and terraces shaped the hillside to minimize soil erosion while maximizing water absorption, an ecological balance deftly maintained under challenging desert conditions. In the rugged highlands of Peru, the Incas carved terraces lined with sophisticated drainage channels that minimized flood damage and preserved soil fertility. Springs fed aqueducts in stone cisterns that sustained agriculture at dizzying altitudes, showcasing a mature hydraulic expertise reflected in sites like Machu Picchu and Ollantaytambo. Ancient Persian ingenuity manifested in the Qanat's underground tunnels that transported cool, clean water from mountains to parched settlements across vast distances. This subterranean marvel reduced evaporation losses, making water available for irrigation and drinking far away from natural sources. The Achaemenid Empire's extensive Qanat network supported cities and agriculture through centuries, a testament to planning and engineering brilliance. Ancient Greek civilizations developed rainwater harvesting and storage systems over 3,000 years ago. The Minoans of Crete built terracotta pipe networks to channel rooftop water into underground cisterns, while larger civic aqueducts supplied water to public baths, fountains, and urban dwellings, balancing practicality with social needs. Across these cultures, water management was more than engineering. It was governance, ritual, and survival. Sacred rituals often accompanied hydraulic works, symbolizing life's flow and renewal. Kings and priests assumed stewardship over water, bridging earthly and divine responsibilities. Picture the careful hands shaping channels and lining basins, the eyes watching river levels, and the communities working together to shape landscapes with patience and insight. Imagine the sound of flowing water echoing through ancient cities, a living thread connecting people to their environment. The quest to understand the cosmos has been a fundamental human pursuit since time immemorial. To decode the movements of the sun, moon, and stars, ancient civilizations crafted ingenious instruments, tools that allowed them to measure, predict, and celebrate the celestial cycles governing life on Earth. One of the most significant discoveries in this realm is the Antikythera mechanism, a complex ancient Greek device designed around 150 to 100 BCE, found in a sunken ship off the island of Antikythera. This mechanism is often described as the world's first analog computer. It consists of intricate bronze gears, arranged to predict lunar phases, solar eclipses, and the movements of planets with extraordinary precision for its time. Its existence demonstrates an understanding of astronomy and mechanical engineering centuries ahead of what was previously believed. The mechanism's sophistication remained unmatched in Europe until the 18th century, bridging the millennia with its silent testament to human ingenuity. Similarly, armillary spheres, invented by Eratosthenes in the 3rd century BCE, served as vital teaching and observational tools. These intricate models represented the celestial sphere, demonstrating the apparent rotation of stars around the Earth, used across ancient Greece and later cultures. The armillary sphere allowed scholars to grasp the positions of heavenly bodies, aiding navigation, timekeeping, and religious calendars. Sundials, among the oldest astronomical instruments, appeared in multiple ancient cultures. Their simple yet effective design used the sun's shadow to mark time across the day. Cylindrical marble sundials dating back to ancient Greece remain preserved in museums, revealing a blend of aesthetic elegance and functional purpose. Portable sundials with adjustable gnomons allowed travelers and merchants to regulate their days, emphasizing the deep integration of astronomy into daily life and commerce. The astrolabe became an even more versatile instrument in the Islamic Golden Age, used to calculate the positions of stars, the timing of prayers, and navigation routes. Islamic scholars refined and expanded upon Greek and Roman traditions, their sophisticated astrolabes facilitating astronomical discoveries for centuries. In ancient China and other civilizations, smaller specialized devices such as the lunar volvel helped determine moon phases and celestial timings, crucial for agriculture and ritual. Painted star maps, carved wooden sighting tubes, and plumb-line tools adorned observatories and temples, blending practicality with spiritual reverence. These instruments were more than scientific tools. They were cultural artifacts, bridges between earth and sky, human curiosity and cosmic wonder. They enabled early astronomers to predict eclipses, track planetary conjunctions, and map the heavens, all fundamental milestones in humanity's journey into understanding the universe. Imagine those early skywatchers, eyes bright, fingers carefully turning gears, hands steady over sextants and tubes, pioneers gazing at a star-studded tapestry with reverent enthusiasm and restless inquiry. Their discoveries laid foundations for centuries of knowledge and exploration, a continuous chain of celestial curiosity linking past and present. This chapter of Cosmic Tools invites a contemplative immersion, where history, science, and spirit entwine seamlessly, offering a profound reminder of humanity's relentless drive to chart the heavens, guiding us gently from wonder into peaceful repose. The story of medicine is as old as humanity itself, with ancient cultures pioneering fundamental health and healing practices that laid origins for modern medical science. Our ancestors developed treatments, surgical techniques, and understanding of human anatomy that astonish even contemporary observers. Ancient Egypt, with its meticulously documented medical papyri, demonstrated knowledge of anatomy, surgical procedures, and medicinal plants as early as 2600 BCE. Imhotep, a polymath of the Third Dynasty, is regarded as one of the earliest physicians, credited with evolving diagnostic methods and treatments for over 200 ailments. Egyptian surgeons performed amputations, treated fractures, and employed antiseptics derived from natural resins and oils. Further east, the Ayurvedic tradition rooted in India dates back more than 5,000 years, emphasizing holistic balance between mind, body, and spirit. The Sushruta Samhita, compiled around 600 BCE, is a seminal surgical text describing complex operations including rhinoplasty, cataract extraction, and the use of herbal medicines. Ancient Indian practitioners understood pulse diagnosis, used anesthesia from plant extracts, and dealt with hygiene in remarkable detail for their era. In ancient Greece, Hippocrates revolutionized medicine by rejecting superstition and emphasizing natural causes of disease. Regarded as the father of medicine, he articulated ethical practice through the famous Hippocratic Oath. Greek physicians like Galen made significant anatomical discoveries, conducting dissections and advancing surgical techniques. Their methodical observations laid groundwork for empirical medical science. Traditional Chinese medicine, also several millennia old, employed acupuncture, herbal remedies, and a complex understanding of energy flow through meridians to diagnose and treat illnesses. The Huangdi Neiji Ying, an ancient Chinese medical text, integrates philosophy with practical healing arts, a holistic approach persisting through centuries. Even surgical practices flourished in pre-Columbian America, where societies such as the Incas practiced cranial surgery, performing trepanation with survival rates surprisingly high. They also used medicinal plants unknown to Europeans for pain and inflammation. Various ancient cultures not only treated physical disease, but recognized mental and spiritual health as integral to healing. Rituals, herbal baths, and holistic therapies often accompanied physical treatments. Despite limitations, the ingenuity and breadth of early medical practices demonstrate humanity's relentless quest to alleviate suffering and prolong life. This extensive legacy reminds us that modern knowledge stands on the shoulders of many generations of healers who combined observation, experimentation, and spirituality. From the earliest human wanderings across vast landscapes to the rise of sprawling ancient empires, transportation has been a crucial expression of ingenuity, survival, and ambition. The story of ancient transportation is one not only of physical movement, but also of how societies expanded, connected, and transformed under the influence of emerging technologies. Long before the wheel, early humans relied on well-trodden footpaths to traverse forests, plains, and riverbanks. The domestication of animals such as donkeys, horses, and camels expanded the horizons of travel. These beasts of burden carried heavy loads and accelerated journeys, fundamentally altering trade, communication, and warfare. Imagine caravan trains winding through deserts and mountains, their rhythm pulsing like a heartbeat across continents. The invention of the wheel around 5000 BCE in Mesopotamia heralded a technological leap, first used on sledges, and later combined with an axle to create carts and chariots. It revolutionized overland transport. Ancient wheeled vehicles, powered by oxen or horses, transported not only goods but ideas and culture, knitting distant communities into interconnected networks. Alongside roads, waterways formed critical arteries. Early boats and rafts enabled trade along rivers and coasts. From the Nile and Tigris to the Mediterranean and South China Sea, ancient Egyptians pioneered reed boats of great size, while the Phoenicians became masters of long-distance navigation, trading across vast sea routes. The Chinese developed distinctive large junks with multiple sails and watertight compartments, excelling in maritime commerce and exploration. Roman engineers constructed an unparalleled network of roads spanning Europe, North Africa, and parts of Asia, These roads, featuring layered construction and durable surfaces, facilitated efficient military mobilization and commerce, acting as the lifeblood of the empire. Aqueducts and bridges further demonstrated Roman mastery of civil engineering in service of connectivity. Transport innovations also included inventions such as the Greek war chariot and the Chinese wheelbarrow. The chariot became a fast, agile vehicle of warfare, while the wheelbarrow eased the burden of construction and agriculture, increasing human productivity. As ancient societies grew in complexity, so too did the systems of transportation that supported them. Caravans, ships, wheeled vehicles, and roads composed a web that fostered trade, cultural exchange, and political integration, shaping the trajectory of civilizations. Consider the footsteps of merchants crossing the Silk Road, or sailors navigating the monsoon winds, crafting the world's first global networks, long before modern correspondence and transport. These transport innovations reflect both human creativity and resilience, revealing a relentless drive to overcome physical constraints and explore the unknown. As the attentive mind embarks on this journey through the pathways of antiquity, there is a steady pulse of progress and discovery, echoing across time and space. In this narrative flow, the legacy of ancient travel becomes a powerful symbol of human connection and exploration, gently steering thoughts toward a place of peace and curiosity. Education, as the deliberate passing of knowledge from one generation to the next, is a cornerstone of human progress, and its roots reach deep into ancient civilizations across the world. Beyond the teaching of survival skills, early education systems cultivated literacy, ethics, philosophy, and practical knowledge, foundational to society's growth and cultural vitality. In ancient Egypt, education was privileged and structured, principally overseen by priests who guarded sacred knowledge. Young boys from elite families entered schools attached to temples, learning reading, writing hieroglyphs, arithmetic, and moral maxims by rote memorization. Scribes formed an elite class responsible for record keeping, administration, and the preservation of religious texts, their expertise essential to governance. Mesopotamian education similarly focused on training scribes and priests, widening curricula to cover law, medicine, and astrology. Clay tablets unearthed from sites like Nippur and Uruk bear testimony to rigorous training, including copying and memorization, preparing young learners for diverse administrative roles under strict discipline. In China, philosophy and ethics formed the heart of education under the Zhou dynasty, emphasizing moral cultivation and social harmony. Village and district schools spread literacy through the use of bamboo scripts, preparing students not only for civil service, but for personal virtue and societal responsibility. The later establishment of academies such as Jisha gathered scholars from across territories, fostering intellectual exchange in poetry, history, and natural philosophy. The Greek world introduced a shift towards liberal education. The concept of paideia aimed to develop well-rounded citizens fluent in sciences, arts, and rhetoric. Socrates, Plato, and Aristotle guided education towards critical thinking, ethics, and governance, founding academies where dialogue and debate became pedagogical tools. The Inca civilization, largely oral in knowledge transmission, developed structured education primarily for nobles, focusing on language, religion, history, and administration. The Aymaras, revered teachers, administered rigorous tests culminating in mastery over subjects vital to Incan governance and cultural preservation. These ancient educational systems, while diverse in method and focus, reveal a universal human endeavor to nurture competence, wisdom, and ethical grounding. Schools, temples, and academies were far more than places of instruction. They were crucibles of cultural identity and societal continuity. Imagine the quiet halls where calligraphy was practiced, the crowded amphitheaters where philosophy was debated, and the open spaces where oral traditions wove the fabric of collective memory. Picture students, guided by elders, their minds sharpening with every scripted sign or spoken word, preparing to carry the torch of civilization forward. These foundations continue to echo in modern classrooms and educational philosophies, reminding us of an enduring human quest for understanding, connection, and growth. Human fascination with the night sky is as old as civilization itself. Ancient peoples across continents developed sophisticated systems to observe, interpret, and predict celestial events, shaping calendars, agriculture, navigation, and religion, laying the groundwork for modern astronomy. The earliest known astronomers emerged in Mesopotamia some 6,000 years ago. The Babylonians erected watchtowers to scan the heavens, recording movements of stars, planets, and eclipse patterns on durable clay tablets. Their mathematical models allowed remarkably accurate predictions of lunar and solar eclipses, planetary cycles, and the length of the year. This tradition of rigorous observation provided a scientific foundation unparalleled for millennia. In Egypt, astronomy was deeply intertwined with religious life. The heliacal rising of the star Sirius marked the annual Nile flood, vital for sustaining agriculture. The Egyptian architects aligned pyramids and temples precisely with cardinal points and prominent stars, reflecting a cosmic order where earthly power connected with celestial destiny. The Greeks refined and expanded ancient knowledge through philosophers and scientists like Ptolemy and Hipparchus, introducing geocentric models of the universe and cataloging stars with increasing accuracy. They developed instruments including the astrolabe and armillary sphere, designed to map the celestial sphere and measure celestial bodies' positions, tools that bridged theory and observation. Meanwhile, the Maya and other Mesoamerican cultures devised complex calendars harmonizing solar and lunar cycles with cycles of Venus and other visible planets. Their astronomical calculations guided timing of rituals and agricultural activity, embedding cosmic order within societal rhythms. Ancient Chinese astronomers maintained detailed star maps, tracked comets, novae, and sunspots, and compiled vast records over centuries. The courts supported astronomical offices for timekeeping and imperial rituals, reflecting the belief that celestial phenomena mirrored terrestrial affairs. Across these diverse civilizations, astronomy was not merely scientific, but spiritual and practical, shaping identities and governance. Long before telescopes, humanity's earliest sky watchers stitched patterns from starlight, uncovering rhythms that echoed through agriculture, myth, and time itself. Imagine these ancient observers standing under vast, unpolluted skies, charting star paths with patient eye and steady hand, their discoveries quietly changing how humans understood their place in the universe. Breathe slow and deep as you contemplate their enduring legacy, a tapestry of knowledge woven from light and shadow across continents and millennia, a celestial narrative unfolding softly into rest. In the vast history of observing the heavens, ancient peoples developed sophisticated tools to measure and track celestial movements with remarkable precision. These instruments combined craftsmanship, mathematical insight, and practical needs, reflecting humanity's first attempts to decode the cosmic dance with tangible devices. Among the most celebrated inventions is the armillary sphere, attributed to Eratosthenes in the 3rd century BCE. Constructed of interlocking rings representing celestial circles such as the equator, ecliptic, and meridian. This model replicated the apparent motion of stars around the Earth. It served as both an educational tool and observational aid, enabling ancient astronomers to visualize the celestial mechanics at work above. The Antikythera mechanism, a marvel of Hellenistic engineering believed to date between 150 and 100 BCE, represents the pinnacle of ancient astronomical technology. Discovered in a shipwreck, this intricate bronze gear-driven device functioned much like a clockwork computer, calculating lunar phases, eclipses, and planetary positions. Its precision and complexity were unrivaled for centuries thereafter. Sundials, among the earliest instruments, varied from stationary monumental devices to portable adjustable forms used by travelers. Their design exploited the sun's shadow cast by a gnomon to mark hours, connecting daily human activity to the predictable arc of the sun. The Greeks refined sundials to account for latitude changes, while portable universal sundials found use throughout the ancient world. Astrolabes emerged as versatile tools during the Middle Ages, building upon ancient traditions. They could determine time, latitude, and star positions by aligning adjustable plates representing the celestial sphere. Islamic scholars further developed these devices, facilitating navigation and the precise timing of religious observances. Smaller instruments like Bovell dials combined calendar and astronomical functions, allowing users to calculate lunar cycles or zodiac signs through rotating disks. These tools blended practicality with artistry, often accompanied by inscriptions of astrological or medical significance. Such instruments reveal a continuous thread of human curiosity, ingenuity, and the desire to connect terrestrial life with celestial cycles. They are tangible records of a quest spanning millennia to measure, predict, and understand the universe as it unfolded above. As you contemplate these ancient devices, imagine artisans meticulously crafting gears and markings, scholars poring over star charts, travelers adjusting portable dials under vast night skies. These tools acted as bridges between theory and practice, earth and sky, humanity and the cosmos. This detailed exploration of ancient astronomical instruments illuminates a legacy of discovery, patience, and precision, inviting restful reflection on the timeless human drive to chart the stars. Since the dawn of civilization, humans have sought to unravel the mysteries of the cosmos, resulting in a tapestry of profound astronomical discoveries that shaped our understanding of the universe and laid foundations for modern astrophysics. One of the earliest milestones comes from the Babylonians around 1000 BCE, who meticulously recorded celestial events such as lunar and solar eclipses, planetary cycles, and comets on clay tablets. Their observations, guided by mathematical precision and cultural ritual, formed systematic sky maps that allowed accurate predictions centuries ahead of their time. The Greek world further revolutionized astronomy through scholars like Aristarchus of Samos in the 3rd century BCE, who first proposed a heliocentric model, placing the Sun, not Earth, at the center of the known cosmos. Though initially rejected, this bold theory hinted at a universe far larger and more dynamic than previously imagined. Hipparchus of Nicaea compiled the first comprehensive star catalog, charting around 850 stars with remarkable naked eye precision, and introducing the modern system for stellar magnitude, quantifying star brightness, still used today. He discovered the precession of the equinoxes, a slow wobble in Earth's axis affecting celestial observations, refining positional astronomy. Ptolemy's Almagest, written around 140 CE, codified geocentric cosmology with complex epicycles explaining planetary motion. Though inaccurate by today's standards, this synthesis guided astronomical study for over a millennium across Europe, the Middle East, and beyond. In Asia, Chinese astronomers documented sunspots, novas, and cometary paths for centuries, crafting extensive star maps and cataloging 1,025 stars by the 7th century CE. Their records enriched global astronomical knowledge and emphasized precision observation integrated with imperial governance. In 585 BCE, Thales of Miletus predicted a solar eclipse, demonstrating early recognition of natural celestial patterns beyond myth. Anaxagoras later explained eclipses scientifically and proposed that the moon's light reflected that of the sun. The understanding of Earth's sphericity was also debated in ancient Greek philosophy by Pythagoras and Aristotle, with Aristotle citing lunar eclipses as evidence of Earth's round shadow. These discoveries collectively reveal a gradual but profound shift from celestial myth to empirical science, where ancient minds transcended immediate experience to decode the heavens' rhythms. Imagine scholars of old, gathered under starlit skies or in grand halls, measuring angles with gnomons, calculating orbits, and debating celestial truths that would illuminate humanity's cosmic origins. The achievements of ancient astronomers were not mere curiosities of history. They served as vital seeds from which modern science blossomed. The impact of early cosmic observations resonates deeply within contemporary understanding of the universe and the very fabric of scientific inquiry. Babylonian astronomers, with their meticulous sky charts and eclipse predictions recorded on clay tablets, laid foundations for mathematical astronomy. Their system of dividing the sky into 360 degrees remains fundamental. This numerical legacy became integral to navigation, geometry, and timekeeping, echoing through centuries. Greek philosophers adapted and expanded this knowledge. Ptolemy's geocentric model, though later supplanted, shaped scientific thought for over a millennium and influenced Islamic scholars who preserved and enhanced these ideas. The transfer of astronomical knowledge from these ancient centers shaped the European Renaissance, catalyzing the shift towards heliocentrism. The telescope's invention in the 17th century by Galileo, Pacorus, and others opened a new era, yet it was built upon theoretical frameworks laid in antiquity. Ideas of planetary motion by Aristarchus and Kepler's laws grounded in geometric and observational precision that hark back to ancient star catalogs. Ancient observations of solar and lunar eclipses, planetary conjunctions, and celestial cycles became reference points for modern astrophysics. The discovery of helium in solar spectra during a 19th century eclipse connected direct observation to elemental science, showcasing the enduring bridge from ancient stargazing to quantum physics. Furthermore, ancient star maps and timekeeping techniques influenced global cultures' calendars and religious observances, underscoring astronomy's practical and spiritual roles. Empires and societies organized agriculturally, politically, and culturally around celestial phenomena, integrating cosmic understanding into daily life. Modern space exploration, from satellites to interplanetary missions, rests on centuries of accumulated knowledge passed down from those earliest observers who dared to chart the unknown, a silent lineage linking human curiosity across time and space. Imagine the ancient astronomers raising eyes skyward with simple tools and profoundly insightful minds, their discoveries whispering through millennia to shape humanity's greatest scientific breakthroughs. This final reflection honors the cosmic heritage bequeathed by early civilizations. It celebrates the undying human quest to comprehend our place in the vast expanse, weaving the past's light into the luminous future of discovery.